You are the party in power. And with power also should come magnanimity and perhaps a little spirit of accommodation. Why make this particular event now about opposition versus you?
You know, Maria, I agree that, being graceful and magnanimous, especially when you're the ruling dispensation of the day, should be par for the course. Having said that, I'm reminded of, what Tennessee Williams said, the only thing worse than a liar is a liar who is also a hypocrite. And I say that the opposition, without any ifs or buts whatsoever, is both a liar and a hypocrite, and for good reasons. They've made this about Draupadi Murmu, the president, an Adivasi lady, not being given her due. And I can't help, being astonished and amused at the fact that this is the same Congress party. Last year you had Ajay Kumar, their bona fide official spokesperson, and I'm quoting him ad verbatim. He said Draupadi Murmu represents the evil philosophy of India, and it is wrong to make her the symbol of Adivasis. Not to mention the absolutely reprehensible and deplorable statement by Udit Raj, who said that making Murmu the president is the height of chamchagiri. I don't know what exactly he meant by this. Be that as it may, I think it's not lost on any of us how Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, a senior leader, went 2 steps further and called Rashtrapati Draupadi Murmu Rashtrapatni. And later he said that it was, an oversight and slip of the tongue. But I did not see Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Vadra, who are otherwise very active on Twitter and have an opinion on everything and anything under the sun, so much as even regretting this statement by Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, much less condemning it. Now coming to the important point about whether, the opposition, has not been treated with magnanimity. Please don't forget, Maria, if you just go back in time, and I'm just saying, as recently as June 2021, the 2-judge bench of Justice A.M. Khanvilkar and Justice Sanjeev Khanna of the Supreme Court actually dismissed petitions by the opposition and upheld the prior judgment by the Delhi High Court, which had actually called the Central Vista project a project of national importance and an essential service. So the opposition, particularly the Congress, has been at the forefront in trying to stonewall the Central Vista / the new Parliament building for reasons best known to them.
Okay.
And then have the audacity to expect magnanimity from the Prime Minister, whose credibility is undermined by the opposition at any given opportunity for no good reason.
Arshpreet, now coming to the Congress, and then I'll get a view from the TMC as well. Arshpreet, is the Congress just taking the path of opposition because that is the only way they believe in countering the government? Because the Congress also boycotted the midnight session to bring the GST in 2017. Then both the President and the Prime Minister were present. Was that not an insult to the President then?
Not at all, number one. Let me clarify 2 things. First, it's not just the Congress party that is against this move of the Bharatiya Janata Party. There are 19 other political parties that have joined hands on this because it is wrong. And not just the parties, people of India are watching it, and they are getting against the Bharatiya Janata Party for doing this, for undermining the office of the president. Number 2, the Bharatiya Janata Party is having to do this because of 2 reasons. First reason is they don't have anything of their own to seek credit upon. No work done. Number 2, the Bharatiya Janata Party wants to divert attention from their failures, from the inquiries going against their leaders, etc., the issues that we have been highlighting. That's why they are doing this. Number 2, the Bharatiya Janata Party's logic is that we want the Prime Minister to inaugurate because the President is not a member. First, they need to read the definition of President. What the Parliament consists of, the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, the President. And number 2, the President is the head of the state, first citizen of India, representative of the government, of the opposition, of all the citizens alike. And number 2, was our Prime Minister a member of all the development projects that he inaugurated? All the expressways that he inaugurated, all the hospitals he inaugurated? Was he a member of the National War Memorial that he inaugurated? And the Bharatiya Janata Party falls flat on, their logic falls flat on the ground. Number 3, the Bharatiya Janata Party is used to undermining the president's office. They did this 2 years ago in 2020, when the foundation stone was laid down by the Prime Minister, not by the President. And
This can't be a monologue by this man.
Arshpreet, before I bring in Sanju, I'm just saying,
I have 2 seconds.
you are talking about
see,
19 political parties. On the other hand, also there are a number of political parties who are coming and participating in this inauguration, and I would actually name them because besides the NDA parties, which includes the Shiv Sena Shinde group and a number of political parties from the northeast, you also have Lok Jan Shakti Party, Paswan, BJD, BSP, TDP, YSRCP, JDS, Akali Dal. I am saying TDP was with you on the other side. TDP was standing with you on this issue, on other issues. They're not standing with you on this particular issue. So Sanju, when we talk about the protocol,
Maria, may I answer you? You gave her 3 minutes.
Maria, this can't be a monologue by the Congress.
Number 2, see, I'm sorry, Sanju Mama, if there was a monologue.
You are not moderating the debate. My request is to the anchor.
Please allow me to complete. Otherwise,
Maria, is this going to be a
Number 2,
man?
See, the former governor, Maria, you would remember, the former governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Mr. Satyapal Malik, also said this. He said that the president's office is being undermined by the government.
One moment. Yes, Sanju, come in on this. Sanju, let's get into specifics of protocol. This is for the first time. This is for the first time. Parliament, a new parliament building is being inaugurated. Could it have been done by the first citizen of India?
What problem does the BJP
Maria,
have?
I don't want to shout. You can have this man howling and shouting.
No, please go ahead. Sanju, go ahead. Sanju, go ahead. Sanju, go ahead.
No, I'm not going ahead in this cacophony.
No.
I'm not going ahead in
He
this
has
cacophony.
had his time. Please go ahead, Sanju. Yes.
Maria, I don't want to be part of a cacophony, so please ensure that I'm given my time. Thank you. Maria, if you're saying that let's talk about protocol,
that is what the opposition says.
Let me finish, Maria. So I will now tell the opposition, let me educate them, because the opposition needs to be shown the mirror and needs a bit of education in basic, understanding of parliamentary procedures and protocol. Article 74(1) and Article 75(1) of the Constitution, Maria, make a clear distinction between the de jure powers of the state and the de facto powers of the government. And the opposition in its letter has quoted Article 79, very conveniently forgetting that in Article 74 and Article 75(1), the Constitution states that while the President is the de jure head of the state, the Prime Minister is the de facto head of the government. Point number 1. Point number 2, I say that protocol is also often determined by past precedents. I'm not saying it was wrong, but for the Congress to forget its past sins and now act holier than thou is something which is absolutely not acceptable. You are showing on the screen, 2011 when Sonia Gandhi and Manmohan Singh inaugurated the Manipur Legislative Assembly, or 2018 when the Andhra CM inaugurated the assembly without the governor being invited. But there is a very interesting case between 2009 and 2010. I remember Sonia Gandhi inaugurated the Bandra-Worli Sea Link. Sonia Gandhi inaugurated the Atal Tunnel. Sonia Gandhi inaugurated the railway coach factory at Raebareli. And very recently, in my own state of Maharashtra and in Mumbai, at the height of COVID second wave, Maria, the renovated new Mantralaya Annexi was inaugurated by Uddhav Thackeray and his son Aditya Thackeray with the governor, the then governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari not even being invited.
So basically you are saying that Congress is not in a position to explain any respect to a constitutional head when they have not done the same. Arshpreet, respond to this. Okay, we'll try and connect with Arshpreet in just a bit.